Greetings, everyone. This is Rock Spot Connection and we're back to the unboxing series for Captain America and the Avengers. Last time, we went through 7 boosters and pulled no super rares, though there was a card for super rare in 1 booster. We did, however, get both the rare version of Steve Rogers as well as Sam Wilson as Captain America, and Hawkeye, and the original. Well, the first Baron Zemo we met in the comics, who is, like, if I remember correctly, the 13th Baron Zemo. So, let's get back to it, shall we? Alright, so first booster of the day. Oh, a little video. Okay, technically it's of the day, as we did shoot the first video a day and a half ago. It's kind of heavy. Got my hopes of what could be in here. Oh! Oh! Daddy like. We got MODOK. Mental organism designed only for killing. A longtime favorite. Oh, that's a heavy figure. Longtime favorite, Marvel villain-wise. We also got Sharon Carter. Another Winter Soldier. Alexander Lukin. And another Power Man. And we're gonna hold off on MODOK until the end of the. So we'll do MODOK last from this booster. Though, know this, MODOK was one of the figures I was really hoping to get from this set. Especially with last year's AIM resurgence, thanks to the Black Panther and the Illuminati set. Okay. Alright, so MODOK, Lukin, Winter Soldier, Power Man. So we'll start off with Sharon Carter. Excuse me. Sharon comes in at 35 points as a shield team ability, as well as the Avengers, shield, politician, and spy keywords. Then we got 2 traits. First off is the espionage trait, so stealth, both improved movement and improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. Then we have best part of my day. Leadership. If Sharon Carter is adjacent to a friendly character named Captain America or Steve Rogers, she and those characters increase the result of their D6 rolls for leadership by +1, if not already increased by a trait with this name. Very nice. She's going to be making her way onto a lot of Avengers teams. Alright, looking at the dial, we open up with a click of sidestep on speed, and that's all she has. Nothing on attack. 2 clicks of energy shield deflection on defense, followed by a click of defend. Then on damage, we open up with 2 clicks of the special power standby for updates. Perplex. When Sharon Carter uses to target another friendly character with a shield keyword, that character can use Outwit until your next turn. Nice! So on shield teams, she passes out Outwit. Nice, very nice. That's followed up by a click of support, which mixed with the defend and the fact that her defense value is a 14 at that point. The idea here would be to use defend to knock a friendly character's defense an injured friendly character's defense down to 14. Then do support. You got to hit a 5. Then, yeah. Okay, alright. Next up, we have Alexander Lukin. Like how they got him holding. I think he's. Oh, okay. It looked for a second like he was supposed to be holding a cosmic cube. So Alexander Lukin is a Russian businessman. He was introduced early on in Ed Brubaker's run on Captain America, and in fact, he basically inherited the Winter Soldier and used the soldier to kill the Red Skull. Red Skull, however, utilized the Cosmic Cube and placed his consciousness in Lucan's body. So Lucan was sharing his mind with the Red Skull. And then basically just rebuilt the Red Skull's empire utilizing his own resources as well. So Lucan comes in at 40 points and has the Underworld team ability. For those unaware, Underworld allows a character with the team ability to carry friendly characters. I can't remember if it's just ones with the Underworld team ability or just in general. Anyway, he's got the Hydra, Power Elite, Politician, and Ruler keywords. We have 3 traits. First off, we have a costed trait, a Man of Two Minds, which costs 10 points. During Force Instruction, you may include a character named Red Skull on your sideline. At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6. On a 4 through 6, you may choose a standard power printed on that Red Skull's card. Until your next turn, Alexander Lukin can use the chosen power. If Alexander Lukin will be KO'd by an opponent's attack, instead replace him with that Red Skull on his last non-KO click. That character can't be healed this game. Protected. Pulse Wave. Okay, so it'll still work if he's Pulse Wave to death. Next up is Inheritance. Leadership. When determining theme teams, friendly characters named Winter Soldier don't count against theme teams. Okay. So basically, you could put Lucan and Winter Soldier on a Power Elite, Politician, or Ruler theme team, and theme would not be broken. And finally, we have the Power Elite trait, as initially seen on, I think, definitely on the Nuke clone from last time. To be fair, it's not one that shows doesn't really pop up that often. Anyway, Power Elite. The power actions of opposing characters with an X squared or double power action instead. X is the number of friendly characters with a Power Elite keyword with different names. I feel like it would be a lot more useful if it didn't have that with different names thing, because then, yeah, the nuke clones would actually be useful, because as they are, they're kind of lame. Anyway, moving on to MODOK. Yeah, look at that big giant head. Alright, so MODOK, George Tarleton, is an AIM scientist who was forcibly evolved by AIM. Oh, crap. And as such, well, that's what he looks like. So, he comes in at either 90 points or 75 points. He's got the AIM, Intelligentsia, MODOK's 11, Robot, and Scientist keywords, as well as the trait, You Thought You Had Me, Captain America. Energy Shield Deflection. Once per game, when MODOK would be hit with a range attack, you may instead choose that he evaded it. If you do, MODOK can use Energy Shield Deflection for the rest of the game. Protected. Pulse Wave. Okay. I think the Protected Pulse Wave also means that if someone were to single target pulse wave him, he could then say, "Oh no, I evaded it," and they would still have to deal with a +2 defense. All right, looking at the dial, we open up with a couple clicks of running shot, followed by a few clicks of the special power. I am MODOK. Sidestep, mind control. When MODOK uses mind control, accurate resolutions deal penetrating damage equal to his printed damage value divided among his hit targets. Okay. Then we get a couple clicks of sidestep at the end of the dial. On attack, we've got a couple clicks of penetrating psychic blast, and at the beginning, and that's it. Defense, we start off with a couple clicks of invincible, followed by a couple clicks of invulnerability, followed by a couple clicks of toughness, and then finally at the end a click of regeneration. On damage, first off, he's got the giant damage symbol, which honestly makes sense, big bastard that he is. We open up with a couple clicks of outwit, followed by a few clicks of power ability control, and then we get a couple clicks of perplex. Alright, that's this booster. Moving on to the next one. Oh, there we go. It's always nice to do that. Oh, what do we got here? Got a shield officer. Got Maria Hill. Another Minotaur, another Nick Fury, and Moonstone. Okay. It is nice seeing the Thunderbolts back in a set. Okay, yeah, it's the same Minotaur that I pulled initially. Thought so. Moonstone, Minotaur, Fury, and Shield Officer. So we'll start off with the Shield Officer. Shield Officer comes in at 30 points, has the Shield team ability as well as Shield, Soldier, and Spy keywords. We got two traits. First off is the Espionage trait. Then we've got Your Back. Once per turn, when an adjacent friendly character with the Shield keyword moves, after resolutions, you may place Shield Officer adjacent to that character. Okay. Looking at the dial, on speed, we go back and forth between we get a click of plasticity, then a click of sidestep, then plasticity, back to sidestep. On attack, first and last click, we've got precision strike, nothing in between. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of toughness, followed by a couple clicks of willpower. On damage, it alternates between empower and enhancement, going empower, enhancement, empower, enhancement. Honestly, not too bad for 30 points. Next up, we've got Maria Hill. And no, her arms didn't break off. They're just clasped behind her back. So Maria Hill comes in at 45 points as a shield team ability as well as the shield, politician, soldier, and spy keywords. She also has the espionage trait. Looking at her dial, we open up with a couple clicks of the special speed power. Welcome to Pleasant Hill. Mind Control. Once per turn, when a friendly character uses Mind Control to target a character that hasn't been damaged this turn, after resolutions, that targeted character can't make attacks or be attacked until your next turn unless it's the only character on its force. Nice. That then gives way to a couple clicks of plasticity. On attack, we open up with nothing, but that gives way to a couple clicks of penetrating psychic blast. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of barrier, followed by a couple clicks of mastermind. On damage, we open up with a couple clicks of the special power, I'm Mayor Hill, leadership and shape change, followed by a couple clicks of perplex. Okay. Next up, we've got Moonstone. Moonstone, Dr. Carla Selfen, is a longtime supervillain. She convinced the villain Blackout to give up his the source of his powers, Moonstones, and took them for herself and became a villain. She has been on many groups, most notably, however, the Masters of Evil, the Thunderbolts, and the Dark Avengers. She was, in fact, a founding member of the Thunderbolts, using the codename Meteorite. So Moonstone comes in at 45 points. She's got the Dark Avengers, Semazons, Masters of Evil, Thunderbolts, and Celebrity keywords. She also has a cost. She has two traits. The first one is a costed trait for 5 points, manipulating the team against Zemo. Mind Control, but only to target friendly characters of 100 points or less with the Thunderbolts keyword that aren't named Baron Zemo. That sounds like she's very manipulative. Everyone kind of sees her as being a liability. Then we have the Assembled Bolts and Masters trait. When she hits, roll a d6. I don't know if it's 5 or a 6. If I've got 3 or more friendly characters with the Masters of Evil or Thunderbolts keywords, I can remove an action token from Moonstone or give an action token to a hit target. If I have 6 or more with either of the 2 keywords, I can do both. Looking at the dial, we open up with a couple clicks of the special speed power, Intangible at Will. Phasing Teleport. Free. Roll a d6. Moonstone can't carry friendly characters, and Phasing Teleport is. And she can use Phasing Teleport at no cost, but only to move up to half the result. So up to 3. This gives way to a couple clicks, or a few clicks of sidestep. Then we on attack, we open up with a few clicks of penetrating psychic blast, followed by a couple clicks of pulse wave. On defense, we open up with a few clicks of inertial deflection, followed by a couple clicks of toughness. On damage, we start and end with a click of a click at the beginning and a click at the end of shape change. Honestly, the version of Carla from Black Panther and the Illuminati, I think, is better. All right, on to the next booster, which is the last booster in the first brick. Okay. Ooh, we got some big. Funny, this doesn't feel as heavy as the MODOK one. But that big thing we got is Atlas. Well, bubble wrap. So we're I'm still kind of salty about not having gotten, the Black Widow super rare. And we got ourselves another Maria Hill. Excuse me. Got Taskmaster. Personally, I get it. Taskmaster's gonna have a really big. Oh, he's broken. That can be fixed. Gonna have a really big year being or making his feature film debut and whatnot, but I'm just not. I think that the one in last year's figure from Black Panther and the Illuminati was kind of perfect. We got Zeke Stane. Zeke Stane is Obadiah Stane's son. You might remember Obadiah from first Iron Man movie. And we've got another Iron Man. Looks to be him in the silver and gold armor that he had during the Marvel Now run. Okay, so we'll start off with Iron Man. Now, like I said in the first video, there is a Iron Man shifting focus theme in the set. So, and this is part of it. Iron Man 75 points has the Avengers, Stark Industry, Armor, and Scientist keywords. You got 3 traits. First off is shifting focus. I am Iron Man. Free. If he began your turn on the map, replace him with another character with this trait. Assembled Avengers. Assembled Bolts and Masters, Assembled Avengers, same difference. Same trait, just different keying off of, just focusing on different keywords. Then we got variable weapon system, which this and shifting focus only appear on the shifting focus Iron Mans. Free. Choose a standard attack power printed on the card of a character with the shifting focus I am Iron Man trait on your sideline. Iron Man can use the chosen power this turn. Looking at his dial, we've got ourselves a couple clicks of charge, followed by a couple clicks of sidestep, followed by a couple clicks of hypersonic speed. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of super strength, followed by a couple clicks of quake, followed by a couple clicks of steel energy. On defense, he's indomitable. Good, good. Then he's got a few clicks of impervious, followed by a few clicks of invulnerability. Then on damage, we open up and with nothing, but for the middle 2 clicks, he's got close combat expert. Not too shabby. And with the shifting focus, you can. I know there's one. There's a the red and gold. This one is more range based, so. You could have him on the sideline and be like, oh, you know what, well, no one's within charge range. Okay, that's not true. You basically say, oh, you know what, the only people in charge range have combat reflexes, and I don't want to deal with that, so we'll use this Iron Man's Penetrating Psychic Blast or Energy Explosion, and take care of it that way. Okay, next up we've got Zeke Stane. Zeke Stane comes at 100 points, has the Underworld team ability, as well as the Hammer Industries, Hellfire Club, Power Elite, Armor, and Scientist keywords. And he's got the Power Elite trait, same as Lucan and the Nuke clone. Then we open up, look at the dial, we open up with a couple clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of the special speed power Automated Repulsor Bolts. When Zeke Stane has 2 action tokens, he has free, make a range attack. Then after that we got a couple clicks of Sidestep. On attack, we open up with a couple. He opens up with a couple clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, and that is it. On defense, we open up with a few clicks of Invulnerability, which gives away the special power Reverse Engineering, which gives him inertial deflection, toughness, and willpower. Then on damage, we open up with nothing, but then the rest of his clicks alternate between the special power Genius Level Intellect and Efficient Metabolism and Probability Control. Genius Double Intellect works like this. Perplex is a free action, roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, remove an action token from Zeke's Stain. Okay, so he can potentially perform leadership on himself. That's neat. Next up, we've got Taskmaster. Never was a fan of this look for Taskmaster. I like the classic, classic look a lot better. So Task, he comes in at 60 points and has the team player wild card ability. He's also got the Aim, Initiative, Master's View, Power Elite, Shield, Thunderbolts, Assassin, and Martial Artist keywords. And we've got 3 traits. First up is Power Elite. Then we got Assemble Bolts and Masters. And then finally we've got You Forget That I Took on the Avengers. Free. Choose a standard speed or defense power printed on this card. Taskmaster can use that power till your next turn. Not too shabby. Looking at the dial, we open up with a click of Stealth, then a click of Running Shot, then a click of Leap Climb, then a click of Charge, and a click of Flurry. On attack, we've got almost a full run of Blaze Claw's Fangs. The last click is where we don't have it. In fact, on his last click, he has nothing on attack. On defense, he's Indomitable. And he opens up with Energy Reflection, followed by Toughness, followed by Combat Reflexes, followed by Super Senses, followed by Regeneration. And that regeneration can be very useful. As it is a standard defense power. So if he's taking some damage, you can then say, oh, I'm going to pick Regen. Give him a token, roll Regen. Oh, hey, look, heal back at the top. On attack, or on damage, we open up with a click of Perplex. We got nothing for the next 3 clicks, and then we close out with a click of Outwit. Okay, not too shabby. I still think the one from Black Panther and the Black Panther and the Illuminati was better, and we will definitely be comparing the two. Next up, we've got Atlas. So this is the second figure that Eric Jostin gets within the set. The other one being Power Man. Atlas is the identity he utilized when for the formation of the Thunderbolts. So Atlas comes in at 50 points or 25 points. He's got the Master of the Yule and Thunderbolts keywords, as well as 2 traits: Assemble Bolts and Masters, and Double Dose of Pin Particles. As a free action, you may give Atlas the Colossal symbol, Colossal Damage symbol, and he modifies his attack and damage values by +1. Meaning that he already has giant reach, and so he can attack a friendly character who is in a non-adjacent opposing character who's 1 square away, and be a close attack. With Colossal, you can do 2. So, okay, and he already starts off with pretty decent stats, so yeah. Alright, so looking at the dial, we open up with a couple clicks of Charge, followed by a couple clicks of Plasticity, followed by a couple clicks of the special speed power, Giant Retaliation. Stay away from my friends. Oh, I hate Retaliation. I really do. Free. If no friendly characters has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character within 6 squares that attack Atlas or damage a friendly character since your last turn. Place Atlas such that he can make a close attack targeting the chosen character, then do so. On net. And his 25-point dial, it starts off with the 2 clicks of Giant Retaliation. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Super Strength, followed by 4 clicks of Quake. On defense, he's not Indomitable, which is kind of surprising. It opens up with a couple clicks of Invulnerability, followed by 4 clicks of Toughness. On damage, we open up with nothing, but that gives way to 3 clicks of Empower. Alright, not too shabby. I will definitely be using that. I'll definitely be using Atlas on Thunderbolt's teams. Okay, so that's the first breakdown. And since I changed things up from my initial plan, I went ahead and cut the plastic early on this bad boy. So also give me more room for duplicate figures. All right. We'll start at the far right hand, the back right hand. Okay. Get that out of the way. So first booster of the second portion of the second brick. And it pulled out so well last time. Alright, so let's see who we've got. Another Iron Man, another Wasp. Got ooh, we start off with a super rare. That's nice. Okay. Wasp is definitely going to be seeing a lot of use in the future. Ooh, we got Sidewinder. We'll talk about him here in a second. We got another Citizen V, but which Citizen V is it? And we got Captain Marvel. I think that's the same Citizen V we pulled earlier. We'll find out. Yeah, that is. Okay. So starting off with Sidewinder. Sidewinder is a founding member of the group known as the Servant Society. He is also their wheelman. In fact, the Servant Society got a massive surge in HeroClix a few years ago with Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which had like most of the team all in one set, all with a specific trait called Sneak Attack. The basic idea is that they all have phasing teleport, and can then, if they move 3 or less squares with phasing, they can then, as a free action, make a close attack. Sidewinder comes in at 30 points. He's got the Servant Society, Ruler, and Spy keywords, as well as a trait Engineer of the Sneak Attack. Phasing Teleport. When Sidewinder uses it, he can carry 5 friendly figures, or 5 friendly characters, but only to carry characters with the Servant Society keyword, and if he moves 5 squares or less after resolution, Sidewinder or a character he carried may make a close attack. Nice. Looking at his dial, we open up with a couple clicks of stealth followed by a couple clicks of plasticity. We got nothing on attack. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of the special power King Snake of the Society. Mastermind and willpower. Not too shabby. That then gives way to a couple clicks of combat reflexes. On damage, we open up with a couple clicks of leadership followed by a couple clicks of exploit weakness. Okay, alright. Nice update to the character. Next up, we've got Captain Marvel. Went up against her Sunday, and she's a beast. Captain Marvel here comes in at either 150 points or 95 points. Excuse me. She's got the Alpha Flight, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kree, Cosmic, and Soldier keywords. We got 2 traits. First off is Assembled Avengers, same as the Assembled Bolts and Mattress trait. Next up is My Cat is Not a Flurkin. Free, once per game, generate a Chewy Bystander. A Chewy Bystander has a special speed power. Maybe it is a Flurkin. Flurry, Plasticity, Giant Reach 2. Then we got Blaze Claw's Fangs, Inner Shield, not Inner Shield Deflection, Super Senses, and Perplex. Also, it's tiny. Looking at her dial, we open up with a couple clicks of the special power Higher. Hypersonic Speed. When Captain Marvel uses it after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to an opposing character she moved through. If that character is a vehicle, deal it 3 penetrating damage instead. Ooh. That gives way to a couple clicks of Higher, gives way to a click of Running Shot, then back to Higher. Another couple clicks of Running Shot, a couple clicks of Charge, and then at the very end of the dial, back to Higher. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Nothing. That gives way to a click of Penetrating Second Blast, back to Nothing, then back to Pen Side for a couple clicks, then a couple clicks of Quake, and then back to Nothing. On defense, she's Indomitable. She opens up with a couple clicks of Impervious, followed by a click of the special defense power Keep Standing Up. Stop. Invincible. Captain Marvel has protected. Outwit. Oh, that's gross. That's absolutely gross. And after Keep Standing Up, the first time is a couple clicks of invulnerability, another click of Keep Standing Up, a couple clicks of Toughness, and then another click of Keep Standing Up. On damage, we open up with a click of Probability Control. We got blank damage click, then Perplex, then Prob, blank, Perplex, Prob, blank, Perplex. Not too shabby. Like I said, she is... I faced her on Sunday, and... Ooh. Yeah, she's a beast. She is a beast. And apparently she's also she was, at the time of the pre-release, one of the more sought-after figures from the set. Alright, moving on. Ooh, Black Knight, Peggy, Nuke. Okay, we got one new figure out in it here. There we got our Peggy Carter. Another Nuke. Another Power Man. And another Isaiah Bradley. Okay. So, Black Knight. Black Knight comes in at 65 points, has the Masters of Evil team ability as well as the Masters of Evil Scientist and Spy keywords. We also have the Assemble Bolton Masters trait, as well as the trait Giant Man and the Wasp, my mortal foes. Opposing characters with Tiny, Giant, or Colossal modify attack -2 when attacking Black Knight. Okay. Looking at the dial, we have a couple clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Charge. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of the special attack power. My lance is an arsenal with a counter to any power. Free. Choose a standard attack power. Black Knight can use that power until your next turn. Opposing characters within range that can use a standard attack power chosen by Black Knight modify attack -1. Nice. That then gives way to a couple clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs and then back to my lance as an arsenal. On defense, we get a full 5 clicks of Toughness. On damage, we get a couple clicks of Outwit starting off, followed by a couple clicks of Perplex, and that is Black Knight's dial. And that's also it for the booster. Alright, moving on to the third one from here. It's gonna be hard to decide which Captain Marvel I like better between that Captain Marvel and the Chase from the movie Gravity Feed. Let's see what we got next. Ooh. That's odd. Got Jane Foster Thor, then Happy Hogan, the Uncommon Iron Man. The dial says New Clone, but the sculpt is Jolt. That's the Prime Jolt too, and another New Clone. Okay, so apparently the dial is Jolt as well. I wonder if we have a card. I wonder which one we got the card for. Okay, we got the card for Jolt. Alright then. So, and this is Jolt as a prime, so we'll start with Jolt. Alright. Jolt comes in at 60 points. Has the Thunderbolts and Speedster keywords. We got 2 traits. First off is Assemble Bolts and Masters. Then Hyperkinetic Agility and Bioelectric Manipulation. When Jolt moves 1 or more squares and hits 1 or more characters, after resolutions, give her a kinetic token. If she has at least one, if she has 1 or more kinetic tokens, she can use Willpower. 2 or more, Energy Explosion is free. 4 or more, she deals penetrating damage. So basically, they worked in the speed token concept that they've been using with with flashes for a while. Honestly, very cool. Well done. Bravo. Looking at the dial, we open up with 4 straight clicks of hypersonic speed, followed by a couple clicks of flurry. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of precision strike, 2 blank clicks in the middle, and then 2 clicks of poison at the end. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of super senses, followed by a couple clicks of inertial deflection, followed by a couple clicks of combat reflexes. On damage, nothing in the beginning or end, but in the middle, we got 2 clicks of enhancement. Okay. Next up, we've got. Oh yeah, let's put her on her. Let's actually top click. Put her on top click. The Jane Foster Thor, and it is the exact same sculpt from Nick Fury, Agent of Shield. Not that I'm complaining, because it is a beautiful sculpt, and to be perfect, is of the 2 Jane Foster Thor sculpts we've gotten, that is the best looking one. Alright, so Jane comes in at 100 points, has the Avengers team ability as well as the Asgardian, Avengers, Deity, and Warrior keywords. So we got 2 traits, Assembled Avengers, and then with lightning comes the Thunder. Once per turn, when Thor hits, after resolutions deal 1 penetrating damage to a hit character. Then knock that character back 2 squares. Okay. Looking at the dial, we open up with a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Charge. On attack, we open up with a few clicks of Energy Explosion. Defense, she's got Indomitable. Built-in Willpower, always a plus. We got a click of Impervious, followed by a couple clicks of Invulnerability, followed by a few clicks of Toughness. Damage, we start off with nothing for half the dial. Then the latter half of the dial, we've got Close Combat Expert. Alright. Not too shabby. We'll definitely be using that Thor, and that I don't know about that Jolt. I mean, ideally, yes, I would use her, but the fact that it's got the dial top for a nuke clone. Anywho, we're gonna go and open up another booster. Oh, and we got ourselves another super rare. And one of the ones who was actually really high up on my want list, so. Because there's always a motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill. That's right, we got Blade. We also got ourselves another Sharon Carter. We got Victor Mancha. Oh. From the Runaways. Another Sidewinder. And another of the common Iron Man. Okay, get rid of our top clicks. Okay, so I'll start off with Victor Mancha. Victor's a member of the Runaways, and he is basically the son of Ultron and a human woman. No, really, it's true. Making him basically Vision's half-brother. And I think also Jacasa's half-brother and Alchema's half-brother. It's a weird thing. It's a weird family. So, Victor Mancha comes in at 50 points, has the Avengers, Runaways, and Robot keywords. We've also got the trait On the Run, Stealth, Sidestep, but only if an opposing character is within 4 squares. As I recall, On the Run was actually utilized by in Secret Wars Battle World for all of the Runaways. Looking at the dial, we open up with a click of Running Shot. We get a blank click, then another click of Running Shot. And 2 more blank clicks. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, followed by a few clicks of Precision Strike. On defense, we open up with 4 clicks of the special defense power. Take the hits so you don't have to. Toughness. Friendly characters can use Mastermind, but only to choose Victor Mancha. When Victor Mancha is chosen for Mastermind by a character that shares a keyword with him, he can use Invulnerability. Okay, alright. And then we got a click of Toughness at the end. On damage, we got 4 straight clicks of Enhancement as well. Okay, alright, I can see the use there. He takes damage, but he's got the enhancement so that, you know, he's adjacent to a range attacker, and oh yeah, they're gonna keep shooting. Anyways, moving on to Blade. You're probably wondering why is Blade in an Avengers set? Of course, well, you're wondering that if you haven't been watching the Weekly Comic Book Roundup for the last year or so. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering that. However, in the last year or so, Blade has become an actual card-carrying Avenger. Even going into space with the team most recently to help find the new bearer of the Star Brand. So Blade comes in at either 75 or 50 points, has the team player wildcard ability, as well as the Avengers, Marvel Knights, Midnight Suns, Wakanda, Monster, Mystical, and Spy keywords. Then we've got 3 traits. First off is Assembled Avengers. Next up we have Vampire Hunter, giving him stealth, improved movement, and improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. When Blade KOs a character with the monster or mystical keyword, after resolutions he can use charge at no cost. And this can repeat, so he can, well, let's say he KOs Minotaur. Well, then he can charge on over after some other character with mystical, KO them, and then charge on to another character, and lather, rinse, repeat, basically. Next up, my gift from Deacon Frost. Steel Energy. When Blade uses it, he may heal past his blue starting line. So if you start him at 50 points, he can heal past the starting point. Looking at the dial, we open up with 4 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep. On attack, we open up with 4 clicks of Blade's Claw's Fangs, followed by 3 clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast. Also, an attack that never drops out of the double digits, printed at least. On defense, we open up with first off, he's Indomitable. We open up with a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a few clicks of Combat Reflexes, followed by a couple clicks of Regeneration. Okay. On damage, we got 5 clicks starting off with the special power. Yeah, they call me the world's greatest. Blade has Protected, Mystic's team ability. Nice! When Blade attacks a character with the monster or mystical keyword, that character can't use defense powers for that attack. He's got that for his first 5 clicks. That's followed by 2 clicks of Exploit Weakness. Wow! That's just amazing. Seriously, that Blade, that's probably the best Blade we've ever got. And yeah, I think we will be moving on to another booster. I might try and actually finish off this this brick here and now. All the duplicates we've been getting. Makes it a lot easier, you know? Alright, we got under Happy Hogan. Ooh, we got Machine Smith. Okay, so got ourselves another super rare. And we got non-prime Joel. Okay. As well as our Citizen V and our Winter Soldier. Everyone top clicked. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't come across the Helmut Zemo or Dallas Reardon Citizen version of Citizen V yet. There's Machine Smith. There. And we'll get both of them on their top clicks as well. Okay, so we'll start off with Jolt. This is before she got all developed in energy form, if I remember correctly. Jolt comes in at 25 points and has the Thunderbolt and Speedster keywords. She also has the Assemble Bolts and Masters trait. Looking at her dial, we got 3 clicks of the special speed power Can't Sit Still, giving her Flurry and Sidestep. When she uses Sidestep after her resolutions, roll a d6. On a 4, 5, or a 6, she can use Sidestep a second time. Or third, or fourth, so on and so forth. On attack, we get 3 clicks of Precision Strike, and on defense, we get 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes. Her dial is only 3 clicks long. So, moving on to Machine Smith. I'll be honest, this is not a character I'm overly familiar with. I know he exists, and I know that he's a member of the Masters of Evil, but that's about it. So Machine Smith comes in at 90 points, has the Masters of Evil, Skeleton Crew, and Robot keywords. He's also a unique and has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain. We've got the Assemble Bolts and Masters trait, followed by the trait Back Up My Consciousness. Shape Change. As a power action, generate a robot dupe bystander, max 1. When Machine Smith will be KO'd if his robot dupe bystander is on the map, instead turn him to click number 6 and then KO the robot dupe. Okay. Looking at his dial, we open up with a few clicks of the special speed power Nanobot Body, giving him plasticity, sidestep, and stealth, followed by 3 clicks of just regular stealth. On attack, we open up with a couple of clicks of Energy Explosion, followed by a few clicks of, followed by 4 clicks, I should say, of, this is 4, so 4 clicks of Steel Energy. Defense, he's got Indomitable because, robot. Then on defense, we open up with 3 clicks of Invulnerability, followed by a couple of clicks of Toughness, followed by a click of Regeneration. Also of note, his defense value is 18 for the first 5 clicks of his dial. And that click number 6 that he gets put on when he would be KO'd and you have the robot dupe out, yeah, that click number 6 has Regeneration. So you can just, do that, then, regen, back up to click 3. And then, Steel Energy, click 2. Now, looking at damage, we've got a couple clicks of Perplex, followed by a couple clicks of Probability Control, followed by a couple clicks of Outwit. As for the Robot Dupe Bystander, they're Indomitable, have Toughness and Shape Change, as well as a trait Robot Duplicate of My Enemy. When Robot Dupe starts the game, choose a standard opposing character of 100 points or less. Robot Dupe has the Robot keyword in addition to the chosen character's displayed combat values and displayed standard powers. They may change as that character's dial clicks. If the chosen character isn't on the map, Robot Dupe's dial is the printed one. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Definitely see the annoyance factor with him. And yeah, we're going to keep going, I think. We've got a lot of boosters with only 1 or 2 figures to go over, so I don't think I think we're pretty good on time. I say as I'm uploading the first video from this series. Okay. Ooh, we got Radioactive Man. Okay, and once again, it's one of those where, it's 1 figure to go over. Yeah, this is actually going to make doing the latter 2 bricks really easy. Trick Shot. Another Spy Master. Good, good. Another new clone and another Nick Fury. I kind of wish that they would have done the LMD thing a little bit differently with Fury, but whatever. Okay. Alright. We just got one figure to go over from this booster. Radioactive Man. Radioactive Man is Dr. Chen Lu, a Chinese scientist, who has superpowers because radiation. He's actually able to absorb, channel, and generate specific forms of radiation. And to be perfectly honest, he was one of the characters who I kind of said would have pretty much turned the tide in World War Hulk very quickly. Him and Havoc together, they could have just like leached all of the gamma radiation out of Hulk, and Radioactive Man could then have gone on to leach more of it out of Havoc, and then find a way to get rid of the gamma radiation. Alright, so Radioactive Man comes in at 85 points or 50 points, has the Masters of Evil team ability as well as the Masters of Evil Thunderbolts and Scientist keywords. Got 3 traits. First off is Assemble Bolts and Masters. Then we got Thor, my mortal foe. Opposing characters can use Energy Explosion or Quake, modify attack -2 when attacking Radioactive Man. Okay. Finally, Weakening Radiation. Opposing characters within 3 squares modify damage -1 when making close attacks. Okay. Looking at his dial, we get a couple clicks of Sidestep, followed by a click of Plasticity, then another click of Sidestep, and then 2 more clicks of Plasticity. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Super Strength, followed by 4 clicks of Poison. Defense, we open up with a click of Impervious, followed by a few clicks of Invulnerability, followed by a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a click of Regeneration. On damage, we open up with a click of Exploit Weakness, followed by a couple clicks of Perplex, followed back to Exploit Weakness, and then 2 more clicks of Perplex. Okay, not too shabby. It's an interesting take on the character, that's for sure. Last time we saw Radioactive Man was back in the Civil War storyline set, so which also was a fairly interestingly done version of the character. I wish we'd get the containment suit version of him from the Initiative Thunderbolts era. Alright, so let's see what's next. We've actually got a full booster of duplicates. Oh no, we don't. We've got the other Citizen V. We got one of the other Citizen Vs. Okay, alright, so we do have something here to do. And we got ourselves another Ironheart, which to be perfect is a figure I'm kind of glad to have 2 of. For those who may not have watched the building the team on the from the pre-release, there's Ironheart. And another Maria Hill. Another Power Man, and another Shield Ossifer. Can't remember if the uncommon is Dallas Reardon or if that. Oh no, it's Hell Zemo. Okay. All right, so Citizen V, and yeah, it's the same sculpt as the common and the rare. Comes in at 50 points. Got the Thunderbolts, V Battalion, Celebrity, and Martial Artist keywords. We got two traits, the first of which is a costed trait for 25 points. Reveal myself to the world. If Citizen V would be KO'd, instead replace him with Captain America the Avengers number 62 or number 100 Baron Zemo on his last non-KO click. Then roll a d6 and heal that character equal to half the result. Protected. Pulse Wave. Okay. And if you've got someone with support on your team as well, you can then use that support to get the rest, to potentially get Citizen V the rest of the way up. He's also got assembled bolts and masters. Looking at his dial, we open up with a few clicks of charge, followed by a couple clicks of flurry. On attack, we open up with a few clicks of the special power Master Swordsman. Precision Strike, Blaze Claw's Fangs, but instead roll 2d6 and choose one as the result. That's great. I love that. The only way that can go wrong is if you basically, with the 2d6, you roll Snake Eyes. Or it can go really great when you roll 2 6s. It's like, oh, it's a 6 or it's a 6. That thing gives way to regular Blaze Claw's Fangs. And on defense, we open up with a few clicks of Combat Reflexes, followed by a couple of clicks of Willpower. On damage, we start off with nothing, but that gives way to a couple of clicks at the end of Outwit. And that's Zemo. Or that's Citizen V. Quick backstory is that when Baron Zemo created the Thunderbolts, he took on the identity of Citizen V. Much as Eric Johnson took on the name Atlas, Moonstone took on the name Meteorite, so on and so forth. Alright. Moving on. Okay, we got the Melter. Skein. And Quake. As well as another Industrial Spy. And another Zeke Stain. Okay. All right. So we'll start off with Quake. Comes in at 65 points, has the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. keywords, or team abilities, as well as the Avengers and Humans, S.H.I.E.L.D., Secret Warriors, and Spy keywords. We got two traits, Assembled Avengers and Espionage. Then we look in the dial, we open up with a couple clicks of charge, followed by a couple clicks of sidestep, then back to charge. On attack, we got a full dot. She's got a full six clicks of her dial. That is the full length of her dial. With a special power, pinpoint earthquakes, or just earthquakes. Quake. When Quake uses, you may choose one. Choose an unoccupied square within her range, and she may use Quake as if she occupied that square. Or Quake can use Giant Reach X, where X is her click number. Okay. On defense, we've got a few clicks of combat reflexes, followed by a few clicks of willpower. On damage, we open with a couple clicks of empower, followed by a couple clicks of close combat expert, followed by a couple clicks of battle fury. Okay. Next up, we've got Skane. Skane is a C-list villain. She comes in at 50 points, has the Master of Evil team ability as well as the Master of Evil Thunderbolts and celebrity keywords. She's got the Assemble Bolts and Masters trait. Gypsy Moth. That's her the other code name she went by. Looking at her dial, we open up with a couple clicks of Sidestep, followed by a few clicks of Force Blast. On attack, we've got a few clicks of the special power Unravel Your Soft Defenses. Incapacitate. When Skane uses it, opposing characters can use super senses or shape change for that action. Okay. That thing is going to regular incapacitate. On defense, we open up with inertial deflection for a couple clicks, followed by a few clicks of super senses. On damage, we open up with a couple clicks of the special power Weave a Disguise. Shape change. Adjacent standard friendly characters can use shape change. Okay, all right. It's always nice to say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give my crew shape change as well." Then on after Weave a Disguise, we have a few clicks of Perplex. Okay, all right. Next up, we've got the Melter. I saw this guy at the pre-release, but I didn't play against him, so I was honestly wondering just who the hell he was, seeing the sculpt. Melter comes in at 50 points, has the Master of Evil team ability as well as the Hammer Industry, Lethal Legion, Magia, and Masters of Evil keywords. Then we got two traits. We got Assemble Bolts and Masters and Iron Man, My Mortal Foe. Opposing characters can use Impervious or Invulnerability, modify attack -2 when attacking Melter. Okay. Looking at his dial, we open up with a couple clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of the special attack power Melted Your Weapons. Penetrating Psychic Blast. When he uses it, give a melted token to a hit character if they don't have one already. For the rest of the game, a character with a melted token modifies damage -1 when making range attacks. That thing is way to a couple clicks of Precision Strike, and then we get another click of Melted Your Weapons. On defense, we open up a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a few clicks of Barrier. And on damage, we open up with a few clicks of Enhancement. Okay. Alright. Alright. Moving on. That's something. Oh, we got a chase. We got a chase. Okay, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Got the chase, Doctor Strange. Oof. I have no idea how I'm getting him out of here. So the theme of the chases is Clicks effects bases. Then we've got we got the rare Citizen V. Okay. Another Dr. Faustus and another Peggy Carter. Yeah, Peggy. Who, honestly, the Peggy Carter... They reused the Peggy Carter sculpt from friggin' Nick Fury. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, part of the the theme of the chase is also the Jason Aaron Avengers lineup. Actually, that's part of oh, excuse me. That's just part of the theme of the damn set. Doctor Strange, Citizen V. Alright. So we'll start off with Citizen V. Citizen V comes in at 60 points. This is the Dallas Reardon version of the character. I remember the old Versus card game listed her as being called Vantage. Alright, so Citizen V comes in at 60 points. Has the Thunderbolts, V Battalion, Police, Politician, and Soldier keywords. She's also got Assemble Bolts and Masters, and the trait Star Spangled Swashbuckler, giving her Leadership and Leap Climb. Okay. Looking at her dial, we open up a couple clicks of the Speed Power, Legacy of the Battalion. Charge, Sidestep. When Citizen V hits with a close attack after resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character, including herself, that is adjacent to a hit target. Okay, alright. This then gives away a couple clicks of Flurry, then we're back to... at the end, we get another click of Legacy of the Battalion. On attack, we've got a couple clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs, followed by a couple clicks of Precision Strike, and then another click of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we get a couple clicks of Combat Reflexes, followed by a couple clicks of Toughness, back to Combat Reflexes. On damage, we open up with a click of Shape Change, then a click of Outwit, a couple clicks of Perplex, and then back to Outwit. Alright, moving on, we've got... Let's take a look at this chase figure, shall we? Doctor Strange. That is awesome looking. I'm keeping him just for the sculpt. I might not ever use him, but damn, that's a hell of a sculpt. And that's the Clicks FX base he comes with. It's supposed to be his portal token. Ooh, baby. And he's got Power Cosmic and Mystics. Oof. My pants feel a little tight. Alright, okay, so Doctor Strange comes in at 75 points. Has Power Cosmic and Mystics team abilities, as well as Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, and Mystical keywords. Then we got a trait, Summon everyone for the final battle. Facing teleport, but only Doctor Strange isn't adjacent to an opposing character. When he uses it, you may generate a portal marker in the square he began or ended movement in, removing any other portal markers. Other friendly characters occupying or adjacent to the square with the portal marker can use Facing Teleport and modify speed +2. Nice. Alright, looking at the dial, we get a click of Stealth, followed by a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a couple clicks of Force Blast. On attack, we open up a click of Telekinesis, followed by a few clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, followed by a couple clicks of Precision Strike. Defense, we open up with a click of the special defense power, Allow Me to Assist You. Super Senses, Defend, but when friendly characters replace their defense value, you may choose that replacement value to be one higher or one lower than his printed defense value. Nice. We get a couple clicks of initial deflection, and then back to three more clicks of allow me to assist you. On damage, we open up with a couple clicks of probability control, followed by a couple clicks of perplex, followed by a couple clicks of support, which makes perfect sense. After all, he is a doctor. Okay, all right. Not too shabby at all. All right, last one for this video. We got real lucky that we had so many duplicates. I'm not expecting a chase or super rare, so yeah. Oh, we got the other Minotaur. That's really all we got out of this booster. Got Happy Hogan, another Happy Hogan, another Pepper Potts, another Alexander Lukin, and another Industrial Spy. With Spy Master, I can never see those Industrial Spies being very useful. Alright. Now, yes, we did get a figure called Minotaur a couple times so far out of what we pulled. However, this one is not that same figure. This Minotaur does look the sculpt's the same because, well, cost cutting. Comes in at 50 points. He's got the animal, brute, and monster keywords. He also has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain, and ignores and destroys blocking terrain. Also, we have a trait Into the Labyrinth. This game, opposing characters can't use location bonus effects, but may use that consolation bonus instead. Very nice. Oh man, team him up with Captain Venom from Earth X. Ooh. That's gonna hurt. So looking at the dial, we open up with a few clicks of special speed power. Miklos the Minotaur hates all men and fears none, even one of iron. Charge. When Minotaur uses it, modifies attack and damage plus X, where X is the pieces of blocking terrain he moved through and destroyed this action. Okay. That gives way to a couple clicks of regular charge. On attack, we open up a couple clicks of super strength, followed by a couple clicks of flurry, or blaze claws fangs. I mean, on damage, defense, we open up a couple clicks of invulnerability, followed by a few clicks of toughness. On damage, we open up a couple clicks of battle fury, followed by a few clicks of shape change. Okay, all right. Nice, that is it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.